Alright, quick story on this box here. Last November 2018, I special ordered some 10-inch Jensen P10R lookalikes, I guess, replacements for my Bassman, my vintage 1959 Bassman. And they were the same speakers that Eminence had designed for Fender for the 59 reissue, the blue frames. And so that was November. Then sometime this year, one of my YouTube buddies, Matt, alerted me that they had a new speaker that was off the shelf. The ones that I ordered last year were 1028Ps, P standing for paper voice coil former, like the old Jensens. The only ones you can get off the shelf now are 1028Ks, which is Kapton voice coil former. So he told me, hey, they've got a new speaker out, and it's got a paper voice coil, and it also has the felt dust cover for the voice coil. And I said, well, that sounds more like what I really wanted. And I'm not exactly sure after, just 2 months of ordering mine that they decided to come out with their own. But the good thing is you don't have to wait 6 weeks for a special order speaker. And I bought these, I think Wednesday from Sweetwater, my buddies at Sweetwater. I'm just opening the box now. And they came here today. But it took a couple of days to get. They were running low. I only had to get 3 speakers because I'm going to try these in the Bandmaster, which only has 3 speakers. But I really liked the idea and what they look like. I asked Anthony at Eminence about the speakers. He personally preferred these. You would think with that much money, they're $130 a piece. They're not cheap. You'd get a bigger bag of candy, wouldn't you think? Shoot, I got a smaller bag this time. No chews or anything. Tootsie Rolls. What the? Alright, well, they packed them really well. There they are. Lots of nice bubble wrap. Not mess with that. Except this one. Can't believe that box is messed up. May have to document this because if that's damaged, Anthony's going to get an email from me, but it looks like it's okay. That was probably done at the factory, hopefully, or the distribution plant, wherever that is. Indiana, I think, something like it, or out Ohio. Can't remember. Whoop. So here we go. Show you these babies. Feels like it's in there upside down or something. Okay, speaker where it was bent is okay. Looks like it. A little bit bigger voice coil cover than the original Jensens. Nice looking speaker. Treat these things. See the. There's the model. Sound circa 1959. Exactly the years. I'm actually the same year of the Bandmaster that I'm putting them in. Should be perfect. I like this new back gasket material. It's real kind of sticky, but the good thing is they give you plenty of space at the holes to put your bolts and lock washers, because the other one they had was just a glue-on ring similar to this, and you don't need the one on the back. That's if you front mount on the baffle board. So I don't have to remove this. The other one you had to remove because the screws wouldn't touch the frame. But that's nice. Update on what's coming. I found some more Jimmyisms in a song I may have done before years ago, but it's called A Message to Love on the Hear My Music CD, or compilation on the Hendrix site. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's called Hear My Music. It's got some good stuff on it. And some of those songs are on other ones like Nine to the Universe. But I've played it before and never discovered the things that Jimmy does. And I mentioned a lot about how he uses open strings to play riffs. And it's kind of a monotonous song, but when you see what he's doing, it makes it pretty interesting because you can tell that he's experimenting, and he does the open strings so that he can play a certain type of rhythm to keep the rhythm going right, and that's why it sounds like it does. But that's the next, hopefully next video, besides maybe mounting these and trying these out. But I'll talk to you guys later. And one thing I wanted to emphasize, because a lot of you guys email me or comment asking about speaker recones, and I was real big on recones because they had original speakers, but you know, the reconers started dying out. My favorite, Orange County and Garden Grove, California, went out of business, but they've apparently started back up. But what was happening was I would get recones from different places at different times, or I'd buy an amp that had been reconed maybe 2 or 3 different places at different times. Now the 1960, the one that's somewhat the Holy Grail, they were all reconed at Orange County at the same time with a paper voice coil former. So those were great. But I played the 59, which had a real oddball hodgepodge of recones in it. And I finally bought those 1028Ps to put in there because I figured the speakers really weren't acting together frequency-wise. So once I put those 4 matching speakers in there, it sounded great, and those speakers sound great. So that is why I've got a couple of maybe iffy recones in the 59 Bandmaster. So these are going to be perfect, all working together. It makes a big difference when people ask me about recones now that you have these speakers. Even though, you know, you might be able to get a recone for $65, $70. I think it's worth it just to get matching speakers, even though it is quite a lot more money. But unless you go to Orange County, which I have not been there since they reopened, so I can't vouch for it, but I know a major amp builder just sent some speakers, and I'm assuming they did a good job. Shoot, he actually had them take the coil wire off of the former and coil wire onto it. So that must be a job, but they were able to do that. I don't know why you would do that, but he wanted to keep it as original as possible. But that's just my opinion on recones and new speakers now.